So, like, I know I'm kind of late for this topic, but who cares? I'm late to like every topic. So, everyone knows that Roblox has a massive predator problem. It's basically the #1 hub for Diddy wannabes online, since anyone can make an account and talk to kids on basically any game. This is a big issue that's been plaguing the platform for like ever. So you know what the brightest minds over at Roblox HQ thought would be a good idea? Giving all the responsibility to AI!
This is like George Orwell's book, 1984.
So this was in the works for a while, where Roblox would be integrating AI age verification to make it so that you have to scan your face to verify your age. You'd go to a third-party website and it'd like use AI wizardry to guess how old you are. Now, if you had to verify your age in order to use voice chat, this will look pretty familiar. You basically did the same process, except you also had to give said third-party company your government ID. Incredible! Before I continue, like the video if you like it, dislike if you don't. I'm recording this video at like 9 PM, so I apologize if I sound different. Get this video to 3,000 likes and I might do more videos like this where I talk about Roblox as a platform. Okay, back to the video. When you eventually get your age rated, you're put into various age groups that determine who you can or cannot talk to in chat. You can look at this graphic to see that you can't talk to anyone until you're verified. If you're 9 and below, you can only talk to people 12 and under, and if you're above 21, you can't talk to anyone under 18. It's a bit of a mess with who you can or cannot talk to. Roblox made a Twitter post earlier today showing off how ingenious this feature is, and how it leads to just flat out more fun on the platform. We all know that this won't be how it plays out IRL because you got guys unironically using Arthro avatars. We could go to the news post to read more about it. Roblox requires age checks for communication, ushering a new safety standard. The article claims that Roblox has set a new safety gold standard by having kids send an AI scan of their faces to some random company. It says this innovation, in the heaviest of air quotes, limits communication between minors and adults. Yeah, okay buddy. Right now, it's a voluntary age check as they're rolling out this feature gradually, but soon it'll be a thing that you have to do globally. The only silver lining I can see from this is that apparently the verification deletes your personal info as soon as it's verified, so David Baszucki 1, the United Kingdom 0. Now, my personal thoughts are that this is obviously the most stupid band-aid solution to Roblox's predator problem. Using AI to check the age of a user sounds pretty good on paper, until it doesn't work. Yeah, there are a bunch of cases where people are reportedly getting their age falsely verified as a different age, because wouldn't you know, the AI is actually really, really bad at its job. This is where my jacked up power bill goes to, huh? You can imagine how easy it would be for a predator to use the crappy AI to trick Roblox into thinking you're a kid, so you can easily have access to minors only chat. Roblox is reportedly going to make it so that you're put in servers with similarly aged users, so it's going to be like a wolf in sheep's clothing situation. If anything, this will make it way easier for predators to move their conversations off platform. Another unintended consequence is that because people outside the age range can't see the chat, this leads to situations like the one happening in this graphic made by this guy on Twitter, where there's a potential predator in the server, possibly luring a minor off platform, and they're able to get away with it because they're an adult that's verified as a kid. But anyone that could be a potential moderator or bystander that would usually be able to report this degenerate behavior now won't be able to do anything. They just think that they're just standing in silence while deplorable activity goes undetected. Now, it's not just game chat that's going to be restricted by this age verification. Roblox, in their all-seeing wisdom, decided that it'd be an absolutely genius idea to make it so that the restrictions apply to studio. Excuse me? Literally, what problem is this supposed to solve? I wasn't aware that the Roblox talent forum was just crawling with predators. Look, I'm not denying the possibility that a predator could be on the talent forum playing the long game by offering a position or offering the services and then going in for the groom once the game is finished. But if you're a predator and you have a website full of minors at your disposal, you'd go for the easy pickings first. Frequently, there are dev teams full of members of varying age, so this becomes a logistical nightmare. Imagine you're a 21-year-old head developer and you have a 16-year-old modeler. If you didn't already have their contact info for like Discord or something, it basically becomes impossible to work with them anymore. Next year, forget about even considering talent outside your age range, because if you can't even chat with them, you can kiss asking for their Discord goodbye. This child safety situation has gotten so bad that we got the New York Times interviewing David Baszucki about the Roblox safety situation. Actually, it was more like Roblox pushed the New York Times to interview David Baszucki. Safe to say, it was pretty unhinged. David Baszucki was just going off about how we believe that this is the right thing to do, and we're using better and better AI models. Roblox has been pushing AI a lot. You've obviously got AI generated thumbnails for games, but like if you use Studio, Roblox is pushing their own AI assistant. You got the autofill for the code editor, which can come in handy sometimes, but you also got the full-on chatbot that you can ask to make scripts for you. So you can just start vibe coding your entire game right in Studio. I tried the chatbot once. The code it gave me made it so that when I wanted to change something the other day, I was ripping my hair out finding out what's wrong, and it turned out to be from the one script I AI generated. So that was fun. Another weird thing about the interview was that David is weirdly defensive. Like, he has responses that read as passive aggressive because he doesn't like what the interviewers are saying about Roblox. Look at this. The current interviewer, Kevin Roos, is asking David Baszucki whether the shift from manual moderation to AI moderation is a better, more cost-effective approach. And David's responding saying that he's actually going to lean in harder and glazing the AI, saying it's going to get better, and asking Kevin if he'd choose that over manual moderation. Well, Kevin says yeah, and David responds with, "Good, you're aligning with what we did. High five." Okay, Kevin continues saying, "But I've also been covering social networks." And then he gets interrupted by David saying, "Thank you for supporting our Roblox decision matrix." He's very obviously trying to get him to shut up about the AI, but Kevin Roos pushes, saying, "But I also remember 15 years ago when..." But David interrupts him again by saying, "I'm so glad you guys are aligned with the way we run Roblox. High five." This is a grown man doing the equivalent of a child sticking their fingers in their ears and going, "La la 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 la, I can't hear you, I can't hear you." Roos continues again by saying, "Right, I also remember 15 years ago when Mark Zuckerberg was saying," and obviously David is physically incapable of letting this man finish a single sentence, but he then says, "Is this a stealth interview where you actually love everything we're doing and you're here to stealthily support it?" I can't with this man. This is the CEO of the game platform of which my entire YouTube channel depends on. He's basically saying, "Oh, you're so mean to me, which means you secretly love me. Oh, you just love me." David Baszucki, you have winning, insufficient, question dodging, ear plugging, money grubbing, platform tanning, AI glazing, shareholder obsessing, builder sham bonehead. You planned this interview. He's acting like the New York Times jumped him when in reality it was Roblox themselves that wanted this interview to basically say, "Hey guys, we're actually safe for kids now." The other interviewer, Casey Newton, actually calls out David Baszucki on this nonsense, saying that it's obvious that he's frustrated. But no guys, actually, David Baszucki is just so excited about all these new AI features that he just can't contain it. That's why he's constantly talking over all the interviewers. You know what the funny thing is? That wasn't the worst thing that David has done in this interview. Kevin Roos on Twitter mentions to remember to always have a silly joke question like, what if we had Poly Market, but on Roblox?
Y'all low-key sleeping on Roblox porn.
Where you could just straight up bet Robux in a game for potential returns. So Kevin asked the question to David, talking about stealing a tung 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 sahur and steal a brain rot or winning at Dress to Impress, thinking that David would just be laughing with him, but David says, "We would have to do that." You can't be serious. David is actually considering actual gambling in Roblox! Not just like spending money for a pet in Pet Simulator, but like actual gambling. Kevin had to clarify that this was, in fact, a terrible idea, but David insists that it's actually a brilliant idea. Now, to be fair, he did clarify that he would implement it without any real rewards, but like, he also says he wants it done in an educational way. What does that even mean? The idea of giving developers tools to let users gamble, quote unquote, on a meta level is kinda terrifying. But that's all I got for today. Safe to say that this is proof we're in the bad place. Let me know y'all's thoughts on the new age verification in the comments. I rate Roblox's age verification, wait, can anyone even hear me? I don't even think y'all are compatible with my age group.